This was Race Watopia Stage 5, our first chance racing on some new roads on the Going Coastal route, and many mistakes were made. Mistake number one was just starting this thing, because this was supposed to be a boring flat race with a sprint, but Hamish had other things on his mind, as he indicated from the gun. Rob and I made a solid go of getting to the front with Hamish and trying to go for a break from the beginning, but we were pretty quickly all back together. The aggressive start was enough for Dee Harding to pull the pin, and honestly, fair enough, because things only got sillier from here. Hamish was off the front again as we came through the banner, and I thought I'd have one more go at bridging across and forming a break. I'm not going to lie, I thought this effort was enough to get a gap on the peloton and close to Hamish, but I ended up in no man's land with absolutely no legs. The peloton reeled me in, and all I did was help them all bridge back up to the front. Coming through the Oasis, we got to look at our second aggressor for this race. As if Hamish wasn't enough, Kosuke Matsura from Nico Oz took off and once again put pressure on the peloton. All quiet as we headed out onto the new roads here. Heart rate back down into the 130s until Hamish attacked again. And again. And again. And one more time, just to make sure we were properly cooked. Now let's look at some of the mistakes that decided this race. Number one, you'll notice I don't have a power up right now. That's because I burned it chasing one of Hamish's bloody attacks. Number two, I can 100% close this gap to K-Mat and McClure. It's only a couple of seconds. I've got the legs to do it, but I just didn't want to make that final push. I wanted someone else to do the work. Unfortunately, no one else wanted to do the work, so it was left to the one and only Hamish, of course it was, to launch at 1.2 kilometers to go and close this gap. He gets us back into the wheels with about 500 meters to go, and this is my last mistake of the race. You'll notice the draft power-ups are popping off. Of course, the place you want to be is behind these guys. The place you don't want to be is in front of them, but that was where I ended up. Nevertheless, I thought I had this in the bag. I don't lose too many group sprints from 220 meters to go on a slight uphill drag, but to my horror, K-Mat comes up behind me with the draft power up. We go toe to toe all the way to the line. He gets me by 0.04 of a second. Good racing, got the route badge. If you want to see real suffering, go and watch Rob's stream of this one. He was in the pain cave the whole time. Thanks Hamish for lighting it up. I will catch you all next time.